Rontowski. Let her hear you, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, thank you very much. Hi, my name's Karen, and I have never been married, but I would marry my dog. He reminds me a lot of my ex-boyfriend because he's not pulling his weight financially. And they're both afraid of the vacuum. I can't spell. Have you ever typed an email and then looked at the screen and the spelling was so bad you thought you may have had a stroke? I joined Al-Qaeda. No, I made chili. I don't know. So I bought a printer, and my printer has its own email address. I can email my printer from anywhere, and it will print. See, I don't need that. So I gave it to my parents and didn't tell them. And now I email it randomly to print things like, "You should send Karen her inheritance now. Sincerely, God." And then my father called me. He said, "I got a message from God." He said, "Karen doesn't deserve shit." And teach her how to spell inheritance. My parents are nuts. My mother worries about things from the past that never happened 2 inches to the left. Did you get that? From the past, never happened 2 inches to the left. She'll call me and go, "Oh my God, Karen, I almost got killed today. I almost got hit by this bus. Had I only been 2 inches to the left. Oh my God, this tree branch almost poked out my eye when I was walking down the street. Had I been 2 inches to the left." And then my father calls me. He lives in the complete alternate universe where he goes, "Karen, my God, if your mother had only been 2 inches to the left, I would be so happy." When I go to visit them, they still insist that I lock the screen door when I come in the house. Who are you keeping out with the screen door lock? If you're a criminal and you're discouraged by the screen door lock, maybe a life of crime is not for you. Maybe you should start with something smaller like borrowing. And my parents are so cheap. My father worries more about money than death. He called me. He left this message on my machine. He said, "Karen, your mother and I are going on vacation. Now, if we die on vacation, don't fly the bodies home. The airlines are going to try and stick it to you with the price. You cremate the bodies and you mail them home. There's a flat rate priority box. Your mother will fit into nicely. I prefer a bubble envelope. So if you don't hear from us for a while and you get something in the mail, open it carefully. It's either your dead parents or some fudge. It will be a surprise." I like you guys. You're kind of weird. This is good. I am a procrastinator, and I bought a slow cooker. Dinner will be ready in October. I'm going to get some plastic surgery. I'm going to have my eyes done. I'm going to have them both put on one side of my head, and then continually ask people if my hair looks all right. I only buy things in little tiny trial size and then giant Costco size. And then I do mushrooms and pretend I'm Alice in Wonderland. My last name is Rontowski, and there's a football player named Gronkowski, and I think someone should have told me, because the other day I was jogging by a bar and I thought everyone was screaming about what a great tight end I have. These don't go in order. I can't always remember them. I wonder if somewhere there is a society of dragons, and in all their restaurants they have pictures of Chinese people on the walls. I did a show for a computer company, and they did not like me at all. The next day, the guy called me and said, "We couldn't understand a word you said." And I said, "Well, that's because I had to cut costs, so I hired a guy from India to come in and tell my jokes for me." I like scary things. I read a book on near-death experiences, and I thought, whoa, what a great unit of measure. It was just near death, you know? I remember I had a near-job experience once. But I have a part-time job now. I work part-time as a ghost hunter. Now, don't be afraid of ghosts. They're just people that don't know they're dead yet, like Gary Busey. And people come up to me all the time. They say, "Karen, can you teach me how to ghost hunt?" And I tell them it's very easy. You go to a haunted place, and you turn on a tape recorder, and you have the same conversation that married people have during sex. You say, "Could you make some noise so I know you're here?" Do you feel anything? And a very cold presence has entered the room. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. It's my pleasure.